Happy Messy Monday. I am so glad you're here with me today. This is another messy behind the scenes Monday here at my sexy business team and podcast and magazine and all the things. I want you to know that behind the scenes is for the purpose of sharing messy so that other people don't just see the really glamorous bits of a business, but they see both sides because there are there is more than one side to business. I want to just like challenge you with a thought today. Are you looking at your blooper reel versus your highlight reel? We have a tendency to look at someone else's highlight reel and then look at our blooper reel instead of seeing that we've done amazing things too. We look at the things we've messed up or haven't done well. So I think it's really important to draw attention to the fact that you need to always look and see if you are comparing yourself to the wrong thing. And honestly, I think comparing yourself to other people is not a right thing anyway, but we all tend to do it. But when you're comparing yourself to someone else's highlight reel and you're looking at your blooper reel, there are times we can get stuck in a looping pattern, the same way that you would loop a song or loop something that continuously plays. We can do that with our own selves when we look at our blooper reel and we allow it to loop. We allow it to keep repeating in our minds. And it's very discouraging. It's very discouraging when you have maybe failed at something or you feel like you failed at something, or maybe you haven't made the progress you thought you would make. And it's really easy to get caught in that loop of, well, I guess I can never do that because because I'm looking at the blooper reel. So let's talk for just a second about breaking the patterns. This I actually did a podcast called Is Your Blooper Reel Looping? So if you want to look at go and hear the podcast, head over to My Sexy Business Podcast. You can go to our website. It's on there. And I'm sorry that my puppies are being noisy. But let's talk about breaking the patterns. I think it's really important to realize that it's something we have to be conscious of, and we have to set ourselves up to break that looping pattern so that we do not stay in a place of discouragement and we dare to try. We dare to do the things that we want to do. So some of the ways that I break the pattern is to look at the real truth. Stop looking at, social media, stop looking at other places and look on paper. What have I done? I have an evidence file that tells me the things that I have done well. I have an evidence file that shows me the times when I have made an impact or someone has sent me a note or whatever it may be to show me that I have a highlight reel as well. Another thing to break the patterns is to have a conversation with someone who will tell you the truth, an accountability partner, someone who recognizes that you're not doing the right looping pattern. Looping can be dangerous, whether it be the highlight or the blooper reel. Any kind of thing that's over and over again and not based in reality of right now and presence, you need to consider checking out why you're looping that. Another breaking the pattern, thing that I do besides the evidence file and besides an accountability partner is to really spend some time quiet, to spend some time going over and for every blooper, I will insist on finding a highlight. Maybe they're little wins, maybe they're small, but there's always wins when we're doing business. So don't overlook the small things, don't overlook the things that cause you to be encouraged to keep going, and for sure, do not let your blooper reel loop and cause you to be discouraged. Thank you for joining me on this messy Monday. I can't wait to see you on Friday for the Friday edition at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will be back in Central Time. I will be back from Colorado, so maybe I will get the time zones right. I was a few minutes late because I am still struggling with the time zone change. So I apologize for that. I will see you Friday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Instagram at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Love you. Have a great week.